Everybody, it's Pastor Caleb. Hope you're doing well today. Wanted to do a quick review on the Schuyler Journal in Slate Goat Skin, so stick around and hit subscribe. So many of you have probably seen my reviews on my Schuyler PSQ and Slate Goat Skin. When I received my PSQ and Slate Goat Skin, I also received a Schuyler Journal also in Slate Goat Skin. A matching set, you had to do it. So just to get a size comparison, the PSQ is on the right and the journal is on the left. The journal is just a little taller than the PSQ and just a little wider. You can see that Jerusalem cross very well on the PSQ. There is no Jerusalem cross on the journal. So just a few specs on the Schuyler Journal. It is a natural grain goat skin. This one is obviously in slate goat skin. The thickness is approximately 10 millimeters. It has a total of 240 pages. The paper milled in Castilian Spain. It's printed and bound by Royal Youngblood in the Netherlands. It's on 70 GSM paper. 6 millimeters separation between black lines throughout. It's Smith sewn. It's got a rounded spine, head and tail bands, a ribbon marker, and the pages are art gilded, hand sprayed in the Netherlands. So let's take a quick look at this. Now I will say it has a paste down liner, and I was expecting some type of, let's say, calf skin or something similar to what we have, in the PSQ, where it's nice and soft. But for a journal, this journal is taking a beating. You can see here that it's Schuyler Journal, printed by Royal Youngblood in the Netherlands, published by Schuyler Publishers, Virginia, USA. One thing I do like about this journal is that it has a table of contents. And this is just something that I've seen some other journals, they have just blank pages and you have to kind of make your own thing. What I like about this is it already has a column for pages and a topic. So it's just very easy to plug and go. I started off using a Pilot G2 pen and it just held the ink extremely well. I've just been thoroughly impressed with this journal. It holds the ink. The only knock that I would have with the journal is I wish that the ribbon was as thick as the one in the PSQ. So you can see the thickness of the ribbon in the PSQ versus the one in the journal. I wish this ribbon was as thick as the one in the PSQ. I don't know, this just feels sturdier and better to me. It's just thick, and I love the ribbon that comes in the PSQ. So I wish the journal had a thicker ribbon. It matches just so well with the PSQ. So if you are looking a journal to go with your PSQ, because I know one of the knocks about a PSQ is that it's hard to write in. Well, I just happen to be on a page right now where I've written in this PSQ quite a bit. I'm tearing up this Bible, writing sermon notes. I'm actually about to preach this passage this Sunday. But the PSQ will hold notes. That's no problem. But if you are somebody that doesn't like to write in your Bible, this journal goes very well with a PSQ or just even a regular size Quintel. The color schemes that they have, you can match it up and just look legit, you might say. But it's just a good journal, and the paper feels amazing. Sometimes I wish they even had this thickness on a Bible. I don't know. But it just holds ink very well. It matches up extremely well with the PSQ. Just a phenomenal pair. They go with me every Sunday. My PSQ is an everyday carry, so I take the journal along with me, and I'll write more sermon notes in there, longer quotes. This thing is perimeter stitched, so it's going to take a licking. It's going to take a beating. This journal's gone to camp with me. It got wet with the PSQ. If you saw my PSQ 1 year review, it got wet. So did the journal. Schuyler just puts out an amazing product that will last, that can be an heirloom, that can be an everyday carry. Just a phenomenal product. So let's take an even closer look at this perimeter stitching. There is no yap on this journal. It is a red under silver. You can see that silver shine. See that red. It's a light red. It's not a very deep, dark red. It almost reminds me of a candy cane color red after you've kind of sucked on the candy cane a little bit. But just a phenomenal, phenomenal journal. So if you are looking a journal, the Schuyler Journal is amazing. It goes so well with a PSQ. The colors, they go, I don't really know how to describe it, but this duo is dynamic. It might be the new dynamic duo. Yeah, I just went there, dynamic duo. But they just, look at that. They just go so good together. The PSQ and the Schuyler Journal, it's just awesome. This still smells good. You can smell the goat skin on the journal too. It's just a double whammy. And I love it. And I'll be honest, I got the Slate because I thought it would be unique. I really didn't think a lot of people were going to get the Slate, but it seems like everybody is getting the Slate color, but I still love it. Schuyler PSQ, it's a go-to. Schuyler Journal, it's a go-to. Stuff you gotta have. It's the new dynamic duo. The Schuyler PSQ and the Schuyler Journal. It's the new dynamic duo. If you need a good journal, I would encourage you to check out the Schuyler Journal. You can get it at Evangelical Bible for $55. It's well worth the $55 for a journal that's going to last on solid paper. It just goes great together. Dynamic duo, there you go. I hope this has helped you out. If you're looking at a good journal, check them out. evangelicalbible.com, $55. Probably the best $55 that I spent on a journal in my entire life. And this has lived up to the expectation that something that a pastor needs, something that just an everyday Christian needs. This is just something that will last. This is something that if you want to take some solid notes in and pass it on down to a family member, this journal will last. It's on solid paper. It's bound extremely well. It's got the head and tail bands. It's semi-sewn. Perimeter stitched. It's dynamic duo. There you go.